Hi guys, welcome back to Hello Younger Me. I'm super excited because today is a new segment, something new. And by the way, I'm sorry I've been away. A lot of things have been happening, but we thank God we're back again. We're better. Yeah. So this new segment is something that's dear to me. I learn a lot from people, be it like on YouTube videos or personal conversations with people. So I feel like how cool would it be if people get to learn from the stories of different international students? There has to be something you get from somebody, right? And you can pass it on to someone else. So today I'm interviewing, or maybe no interview, just like gisting one of my friends from college and getting to, pick her brain on her story. And I hope you can relate to it. I hope you can take something from it. So stay tuned as we get to our next guest. See you guys.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic.
I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. Let's have to
This
get ready.
background is nice.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't even look like it's fake. It's like I'm in
Except if you go back, it looks like it's fake. Actually, it doesn't though.
This meat, it's not Zoom. Meat next level.
Zoom, you had to be disappearing like this. You just like
Bruh, Zoom will embarrass you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, welcome back, guys. Say hello, younger me. This one I've turned off camera. You don't know how to operate this thing. Wow.
Okay,
Welcome
let's
back,
do it
guys.
again.
So as I said, today we're gonna do our first guest today. So this is the first time on the channel we have a guest. Yeah, purifies. But before we get to know her, I want to play a little game so that I have to be pumping. I don't want to be flowing. She will laugh. See how she's tense. You can see her shoulder. It will calm down now.
Yes.
Okay. Let me enter it so I can see. I don't think I need to actually enter it. Okay. Alright. Cooking the best. You ready? No prayer.
Two. Okay.
You
Got
don't
the options. Then got the options.
Lord Jesus.
Period.
Oh my.
No one can beat my score.
Stop.
Okay, this one I'll know it.
You did? You do?
Period.
I thought you failed it. I was so happy that you failed this one.
Do you know where I'm from?
I know. I mean, you told me when you failed it. Wow. Do you teach you guys in school?
No one can beat my
Do
score.
you teach you guys in school? The Calabar school?
Yeah.
I never
We
knew
have
that.
we have our own flag and everything. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
An anthem.
Stop.
Let's just take a wild guess.
Hey, look at you.
Pop culture queen.
Oh my gosh. The next one, I'll make it harder. Someone has to feel one at least. For F1 students. You worked in the office, so you feel this one. I'll call your boss. I saw the fear in your eyes a little bit.
Man, green almost got me there.
Okay, I think it's the last one. Let's see. Okay.
Sentence to Nigerian English.
This is the one.
I beg, help me. I feel like Aza would be right.
Hey, good job.
Who says this?
It's actually a thing. I went through a list of like Nigerian phrases. You know that song, Senor, you don't know it? Pop culture queen. What's all this?
Never heard that one before.
Song.
It hasn't reached me yet. It's
Oh,
coming.
bro. Okay. I mean, I can say you did well, grudgingly.
Let's see who can beat my score.
We'll see. I feel like I'll make it harder for the next person. This can
Don't
happen
make
again.
it an equal level ground so that way I can gauge and see who actually beats me.
Yes. I guess. Okay. Let's close this out. Stop presenting. Okay. Hope I was able to show. All right. We're back.
We're
Ngwanu.
back again.
We're back
Welcome to
again.
my F1 journey.
All right. You want to lead it?
We should have a jingle.
You know, for everybody in F1, like our friends.
Eh?
I said the jingle should be for everybody in F1, like our friends in F1, or for like my channel.
For the channel.
No, I have a jingle now, kind of. Like an intro.
But is anybody singing though?
Somebody is singing. I don't know the person, but someone is singing.
I didn't say F1 journey in the song.
I guess not.
Find someone that can sing.
Who do we know that can actually sing? Nobody.
Good question, man.
Nobody.
Apart from me, I can't really think of who else.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, so let's start it off. The first question is just so people to know you a little bit. Let's start with your family background, but any things that you feel like kind of determined or led to you coming to the States to study? Like, did you always want to come here? Was it like someone had to push you to come here? Anything like that?
That's deep. Well, my name is Kokei. I am from Cross River, Nigeria. I did high school in Abuja, so I've been all over Nigeria, 2 places in Nigeria.
I'm like,
But so I'm the first child, so that means if you're a first child, you know you're the scapegoat and the guinea pig and all of that.
That's true.
So I went to boarding school in the States, far away from where I grew up. You can test out and see if you can work for the other kids. And school was great. And the school is it's like almost westernized. So almost everyone's goal is to eventually study outside of Nigeria for like university and all of that. So it's always in hindsight, like in JS3 we did what's that thing called, pre-SAT or pre-SAT.
There's something
so
like that.
Yeah, exactly. So we've always been trained for like leaving or doing university outside of Nigeria. So I did pre-SAT in JS3, and then from like SS2 you're already prepping for SATs and you're already having like a practice book. So you already know of the seniors that took the SAT. I mean, we had a guy that like took it twice and he got perfect score. He went to Cornell. It was like always known that you're leaving. So SS2 I took IGCSE, IELTS, SAT, and I also took WAEC and NECO. I took every exam so my parents can just, once again, guinea pig to do everything. So I was applying to both UK and US schools. I wasn't really looking at one country in particular. I was just anyone to help me with my future career of practicing medicine. So the US route started like looking more plausible. So we got an admissions agent, and I was set to go to University of Central Florida.
Okay, family is there.
Yeah, because I have family there, so like they recommended UCF, and it was a really good school. But the admission agents took our money.
Okay.
They shamed me because we literally went there one summer on a tour set to start school in the fall. We went there and the school was like, we don't have everything ready for you to start in the fall. Because we left everything in the admission agency's hands, because then again, we are new. I'm the first kid. They don't really know how this works. First kid, not only my family, but like all my cousins too. I'm like the first for everyone.
Wow.
So they don't really know how it works. So everything was like all in the admission agency's hands. And we went there for the tour of the school. And at the end, they're like, oh, we don't have all these things. So you could have to start, prepare to start in the spring instead. So that was like a shocker for us, because I was meant to like come back here in like 2 months and start school.
So let me ask you a quick question. They didn't have everything because the agency didn't send everything, or because they were just not ready? Whoa.
And they didn't tell us. They just said, oh, we've set a tour for you guys to go. So when we went there, like that's all they told us. They didn't tell us anything that they were missing or was short. We just went there and we found out from the school. So it was a long summer day. And I really love the school, man. finished touring. I was like, oh, this is nice. I can't wait to be here. My family's like 20 minutes ish away, and I can always like drive back home. It's like perfect location.
Guy. Oh boy.
Yeah, it was interesting. But so when we got back home that day, I think we are meant to go to Nigeria, like back to Nigeria, like next week. We got a call for like a scholarship opportunity thing. My uncle, my parents put my name everywhere. Once again, guinea pig. Everything. So I was always getting calls and things to do all these random things.
Oh, okay.
So I had to be in Abuja like that next week. So it all happened quite perfectly that I was meant to get back to Nigeria that same week. And we fly in from Abuja, or like fly into Abuja usually. So it was like the next day after I got back to Nigeria, the next day was like the test. It was like a test and an interview. Test. And then I did really well and I passed. And
Yoshi.
I mean,
please stop.
I'm joking. But so I got chosen for the scholarship, and that was through Kappa International Colleges. So it's like a pathway program.
Okay.
And I got this scholarship, and I got to pick between like 6 different schools. And I chose Baylor because out of the other schools, they were like the top for pre-med. And before that, actually, I was looking at Baylor like a year ago as like option, because I also have family in Texas. So I was looking at schools in Florida and Texas. So when I saw Baylor was on the list, I was like, for sure. They said put your first, second, and third choice. I put Baylor. They had to call me back. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh. That's how this works.
Yeah, that's in case thing doesn't fall through with the one school. But I was blessed to pass, because you also have to do well every semester, or like, and the schools also have rankings. Some, like 2 of the schools were like backup for people that don't do too well. So they wanted you to have like 3 choices in case like this one school rejects you. But I was blessed to do very well in all the semesters, and it's a Baylor. So that's pretty much it for what led me to the US. And I met Chika.
I know. That's good. That was a very well. I feel like you prepared, even though it told me not. I feel like you prepared, because that was a very well-rounded answer.
Oh. I'm getting ready for it.
I will stop complimenting you. This is the end. This is the last one. Okay, so the next question is you already started with the command that already happened before you got here. But once you got here, what are the things that you feel shaped you in the way of like challenges and some victory moments you experienced that really solidified your goal to want to be here?
Chika, that question is not here.
I don't even I informed it. It's same thing number
2. Okay. For challenges, coming to the US at I think I was 16, 17, and having like no like dependent or someone to depend on is very difficult, because you have to like have a card, and you can't get a like credit card, or not credit card, like a debit card. You can't get a card till you are 18. You only have like a regular card, and that card cannot swipe. It's only for ATM. So
I feel like because I opened it with my dad. That's why it was.
That's why, yeah. My brother, once again, guinea pig. My brother learned from my mistake, and when he came, my mother like opened with him. But when I came, no one came with me. So I opened by myself, and so I could not use my card to swipe. I had to always go to the ATM and withdraw and like have change. I'm gonna say change.
I know.
I'm not Yoruba. So I always had like loose change, which, and I'll go to the store, just throw everything on the table. I'm like, take what you want, please, because I can't. And like the pressure, because I didn't really use coins. They were there in Nigeria, but like I feel like in my era they were going down, so I never used them. So it was so overwhelming. You'll be in the line and you'll see your change is like 246. Just take everything. Have like a cash pouch. So that was one of the challenges, is like money. The second one was like always getting consent for everything. For some reason, that first year I had all the health problems, all the things that I need my parents for. and like having to call them when it's like a 6-5 hour difference, and trying to even get through to them when you're calling through WhatsApp and
Oh,
they be online. It was
that
not
is
fun.
not
You'd be in the
bad.
office and you be calling them, doctors looking at you, you're like, they will soon answer.
Right with
They will
you.
soon answer. That's 1 second.
Oh
So that was a challenge because it happened multiple times that year. But now I'm healthy for the most part.
God. I remember when you had to use what was it called? Ambulance to go to the hospital for your period. Hmm.
My goodness.
You've been delivered.
And they won't touch you till, okay, talking about that actually, when I got in the ambulance, they won't touch me. They won't do anything to like call someone to consent. Call my
To
parents. They did not
lie.
answer. I'm serious. I called my parents. They did not answer. I was like, then again, it was like night. So I called my aunt in Houston and she was at work. So she didn't answer either. So I kept calling and they would not, I'm dying of pain. They're like, oh, we can't do anything till like
So
someone
why did
like
they
consents.
come? Oh my gosh, that's
But it was so
crazy.
much talking. I'm like, I'm dying. I'm in pain. Before I didn't know what was wrong with me at that point. I
Okay,
just thought it was like
something was
bad
wrong with
stomach
you.
pain, bro. I was like, this is strange. This is scary. So my auntie finally answered, and then they finally let me, or finally started going. But things like that were definitely challenging. But
Man, wow.
that for sure builds character. I think I had a second part to the question, like I can't remember it.
The victories, like what are the things that solidified your dream to be here? Like things that you're like, yes, I'm happy I came. It's
Let's
hard.
see. That first year, not gonna lie, I wanted to go back.
Wait, so you landed here alone, Abby? You didn't come with anything?
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
see why.
I mean, I came with like the Kaplan crew, but it was like my family, and we're all brand new, so we're all
Yeah.
struggling together. And it was in the middle of Boston. Boston is a busy city, and it's not a place I would want to start off. Like me, I'm a very like small town girl, traditional. But going to a busy city as an international student, instantly, it was just so much like shock for me, and just like very stimulating. I was just always like on edge and stressed. Like things just moved so fast, and I went from depending on my parents totally to being independent in like a split second. So that was a struggle. I think it was till after I got to Baylor that I could like see victories because things were like more slow paced, and like the Baylor crew, the international office, would they like guided you
You're the
through
best.
everything, opening a bank account, taking you to Walmart, just like explaining all those like basic things to you that
Right.
Boston school did not. Then again, I came to Boston in the summer, and summer moves fast, so they didn't really like
Okay.
do much orientation. But I would say like the character I built in Boston helped me to be a people. So
Interesting.
for sure, I think that's the main victory.
That's good. That's something.
Insert adulthood na scam.
I know. I wish I could play it now.
Because I feel like that becoming an adult was not a happy moment. Like it was, I was forced to become an adult early. Beyond like what the recommended age is here. When you have no choice, like you're out here doing things for yourself, that's already adulting. And I was pushed into it early. I was robbed of my childhood, but
Calm down. Calm down.
You got that something that can't be seen. You got that one thing